Hey guys, what's up? It's Rich, welcome back to another video. That is the first time I've ever used an intro like that, but I'm going to stick with it. Today I'm going to be playing Call of Duty 4 on the Xbox 360. I am using the MP5 here with a silencer. It's my flanking class, so it's my starter class. I'm using an MP5 with a silencer. I'm using Bomb Squad so I can see where claymores are. UAV jammer so I can jam the UAV, and also extreme conditioning so I can extreme that conditioning. So it's my flanking class. I use it when people are camping at the back of the map, much like I am right now. And it works perfectly in these types of lobbies. I managed to get 40 kills, died 6 times, and it ended up being a very close game. So hopefully you enjoy the gameplay. I thought it'd be topical because I am going to be talking about Call of Duty 4, or at least the remastered version that's coming out in November of this year. And I want to talk about a topic that I'd seen people discussing on Twitter a few weeks ago that I just remembered when I was playing this last night. And that is whether or not they should remaster the game and only change things like the visuals and how the maps look and stuff like that, improving frame rate issues if there were any in this game. I don't think there were, but those types of fixes, or whether they should change things about the game itself, such as perks, guns, things like that. Because at first my initial reaction was they shouldn't change anything. You know, CoD4 was a great game, it would be great on the next gen consoles for people to play. But then I thought about the things about this game that made it sort of annoying sometimes, like the fact that the grenades were incredible. If you were in range, you were pretty much dead 95% of the time. They seemed a lot more powerful in this game than they did in any other Call of Duty title that I've played. And the fact that there were perks that you could use that gave you extra grenades. So the combination of those two things, I think most people would agree, that was the most annoying thing about this game. Like Frag times 3, Martyrdom, and the fact that the grenades themselves were incredibly good. So if you think about it, that means if someone's using those two perks, they can spawn in with 4 grenades every life. They can throw 3 of them with right bumper, and then when they die, they drop another one automatically. If they're playing a domination game and the game goes to 10 to 12 minutes, which happens all the time, and they die 40 times that game, which is not unheard of, that happens all the time as well. They've got a potential 160 mini nukes that they're throwing, dropping, putting on the map for people to die to the entire game, and that is ridiculous. That's just one person having a potential 160 grenades, and the grenades are so good. And if there's 2 people, maybe 3 people on the other team doing this, it just becomes ridiculous. You're just going to die to grenades all the time. And look, by the way, this is what I was talking about when I was saying that most of them were sitting in the same room. Literally 4 out of the 6 members of their team were sitting in this room for, I don't know how long they were sitting in there for, but it was a long time. I managed to flank them, kill all of them, and then I died to identified alpha. But anyway, back to the topic, I got distracted. So the argument for changing something is that the publishers or the developers, I'm pretty sure it would be Infinity Ward, because they made Call of Duty 4 and they're also in charge of making Infinite Warfare. But then again, thinking about it, they're probably busy with Infinite Warfare. They're going to pass it on to a different developer. I'm not sure who's developing this, but the argument is that they should change the things that we find annoying about it, like Frag times 2, like I discussed. And when you think about it like that, it seems obvious that they should change things that people find annoying. But then you think back to like how Call of Duty 4 was in its heyday, how much people enjoyed this game, and pretty much everyone loved this game. You know, maybe they shouldn't change things about it because everyone loved it just how it was, and it should just be a remastered version where they change the look of the maps and things like that. Things that don't change the game itself. And to be honest, when I first heard of this, I thought they should just leave CoD4 how it was. They shouldn't change anything. The Frag times 3, maybe it will be annoying, especially if you're playing against parties and they're all running Frag times 3. Imagine that. Imagine going into a lobby and you're against a 6-man team and they've got 18 frags between them and they are throwing them around. They're using sonic boom along with these frag grenades, and you just want to end your own life. That would be terrible. But then again, there's other ways that they could play annoying on this game. They could all use, juggernauts and hide at the back with M16s. So there's always going to be something annoying about the game. Maybe they shouldn't change it because it's a remastered version, and nostalgia tells us that the game was perfect how it was and things like that. And as I was saying, like my first initial reaction to people saying that they should change things was, that's ridiculous. CoD4 was a good game. They should leave it how it was. It was perfect, things like that. But then I thought about it, and honestly, I think they should. I think they should get rid of Frag times 3, or at least make the grenades themselves a little less powerful. And my only concern if they do start changing things in the game is that I don't trust them. I do not trust these COD developers nowadays. If you look at the most recent CODs, maybe Treyarch would do a good job of it. But so they've just made Black Ops 3, they're not going to be in charge of doing that probably. And it's difficult because it's that balance between leaving the game how it was for nostalgic reasons, for the fact that it was a good game already, and also making it less annoying, which seems like the most logical thing to do. But anyway, leave a comment down below in the comment section telling me your opinion about this topic. If you do believe they should change something, let me know what you think they should change, because I'm sure a lot of you have more dislikes about CoD4 than just the grenades. That's just the one that I came to mind. That's just the one that I thought was the most obvious and the most game breaking, or at least the one that was closest to being game breaking. So yeah, leave a comment, because I am so on the fence about this that I could be persuaded to be either side of it so easily. If someone just put like a well constructed comment saying no, they should leave it for this reason, I'd probably agree with them. So yeah, that's the commentary done. I would like to bring your attention to the gameplay at this point, because they need 1 kill and we need 4. Your boy comes in clutch. He gets a 10 kill streak with a double kill with the MP5, and it is ridiculously close. I rush upstairs because I can hear them sniping, but it doesn't matter because my teammates get the kills and we win by 1 kill. My final score was 14-6. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like rating. Be sure to leave a comment down below, and I will see you all in another video. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it.